lions, tigers, leopards, and bears. Oh my. But are these the most fiercest animals that ever walked North America? Well, what about Bigfoot? Hello, I'm Chris Dobbs, Ace Reporter. On the afternoon of January 23rd, 1997, Ann and Tom Corder were walking along this path in the woods in Rising Sun, Indiana, when something extraordinary happened. A large, ape-like creature, over 10 feet tall, came out of the woods and grabbed Ann. It was covered in foul-smelling fur and grabbed Ann by the arm. She screamed and apparently startled the creature. It let go, ran across here, and into the woods. No trace of it was ever found, despite the investigation by both members of the Rising Sun Police Department. We are left with a mystery and a question. Was it a hoax? Or does something larger live in these quiet woods? Is Bigfoot in Indiana?
Greendale Middle School has commissioned our crack investigation team to answer this question.
Ew.
We will mount an expedition.
We will interview citizens.
We will talk to the experts.
We will present the facts.
And we'll have a bibliography too. Lord knows that's important.
And we're going to do it all in about the 8.5 minutes that we have left. Because we're just that good. Guys, who are we going to get to go on this expedition? Hey guys, what you doing? What?
Guys, I don't want to do this. I mean, why can't you guys do this?
It'll be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
No.
You don't need to worry. Everything's gonna be okay.
Go get him!
I don't want to fight Bigfoot, guys.
And with this comes great responsibility.
Guys,
Yeah.
you're
You'll be
worrying
fine.
me.
Don't worry.
Why do I have to do it?
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
That
way. Go.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Really about this,
Okay,
guys.
I'm tired.
Show you, Tiger. It'll be a piece of cake.
Have you ever heard of Bigfoot?
Yes, I have.
Do you think he exists?
I don't know. When I was little, I sure thought he did. Now I'm a little skeptical, but it's possibilities there.
Have you ever heard of Bigfoot?
Yes.
Do you think he exists?
No.
Why not?
Heard of Bigfoot?
Yes.
Do you think he exists?
Sure.
Why do you think he exists?
Why not?
Well, if he made a sound, do you know what it is? Do you know what it would be like?
No, he doesn't speak. Have you ever heard of Bigfoot? Yes, I have. Do you think he exists?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I think it's something that I figured there's something that probably looks similar to what everybody calls Bigfoot, but I don't think he really exists.
Ever heard of Bigfoot?
Bigfoot? Well, I sure have.
I've hunted it.
Oh, do you believe in it?
No.
Oh, why not?
It's Big Newton of your imagination.
Have you ever heard of Bigfoot?
Bigfoot? Oh, yes.
Do you think he exists?
Well, you ought to come up my house. I can show him to you.
Why?
Why? Well, no, I see her every morning. Gee whiz, golly.
Can you name demonstrate the sound that it makes?
Oh, my. If I did it, you would probably fall over, and your mother would be very unhappy with me because I've scared you and probably have ruined your youth. So I shall not do such at this moment in time.
Here, Bigfoot. Here, Bigfoot. Come on.
Steve, come in. Are you there?
I'm there. I haven't saw anything yet. Just a funeral! And now a fair, unbalanced debate. I will be presenting the facts for Bigfoot, while my friend here, that's me, will be presenting the facts against Bigfoot. Most scientists discount the evidence supporting belief in an ape-like creature that walks upright of such huge dimensions. The evidence for Bigfoot's existence consists mainly of Bigfoot enthusiasts, footprints of questionable origins, and pictures that could easily be that of apes or humans in costumes. There are no bones. There's no scat. That's poop. No artifacts. No dead bodies. No mothers with babies. No adolescents. No fur. No nothing. People have been reporting sightings of large ape-like creatures for hundreds of years. The first documented sighting was in Alberta, Canada in 1811. Heights have varied from 6 to 12 feet, with some creatures weighing a 1,000 pounds. That's a half a ton. Most sightings have occurred in the Pacific Northwest. This is an area with thousands of square miles of dense forest. It is easy to imagine how a creature may go undiscovered. No scientist or other expert has ever shown the famous Patterson film to be a forgery. It was shot in 1967 and depicts a large female Bigfoot walking in a clearing. A similar creature to the Patterson one has been reported throughout North America and right here in Indiana, in Ohio County. There are hundreds of footprints that have been discovered. Sasquatch is another name for Bigfoot. It is Indian for hairy giant. Bigfoot is called the skunk ape in Florida due to its legendary bad odor. Stinks. Scientists are not sure why Bigfoot is the most flatulent of North American mammals. It may be due to its diet of forest legumes.
Have you hunted all kinds of animals?
I have. Everything that swum or flew or crawled or walked or, yeah, pretty much everything.
Interesting. What is the biggest thing you ever hunted?
Grizzly bear. Yep.
Have you ever heard noises in the woods that you didn't understand or made you scared?
What you mean, scared? I ain't scared of nothing, I tell you now! But I have heard stuff in the woods that'd just make your blood boil, your skin crawl.
Really?
Yeah, haven't you?
Yes.
Right then.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I do indeed.
Do you think he has been to Indiana?
I know he's been to Indiana. I know he's here now.
How would a 7-foot tall ape-like creature not get seen more often?
You know, for a kid that looks kind of smart, you don't know much, do you? If a 7-foot person wanted to hide in them woods, they could be gone and you'd never find them. Ain't you never heard of things like holler logs and old coal mines and caves and big piles of rocks? If they don't want to be seen, they ain't getting seen.
Do you think he is a cousin of the abominable snowman?
No. Ain't no snow around here no more. Used to snow when I was a kid like you.
Osama bin Laden is reportedly very tall. Do you think there is a connection?
No. Bigfoot don't wear a sheet. Big and black and hairy, I tell you.
Have you ever seen him?
Yes, I have.
Tell me about it.
Well, it was early in the morning. It was before daylight. Open morning of turkey season. And behind me, I was in Ohio County, I heard the most god-awfulest noise you ever heard in your life. My dog, Ranger, run down to see what was going on. I heard him cry a couple times. He was 2 years old then. Come running up over the hill, and the next thing you know, his face was all gray, and he would never go hunting again with me. I went down to see what was going on, and I seen him. I seen him going down over the hill into the creek, and never seen him again, but I did see him.
Do you know someone who has seen him and not sniffed glue?
No.
Why are there not more pictures or film?
Well, most folks don't carry cameras in the woods, and when you see them, they're usually moving. They're moving through the trees, and you don't have time to fiddle and fuss around trying to find your camera to get you a picture. You need to spend more time in the woods, young fella. It ain't too bright, you know?
Did he make a noise?
He did. The most god-awfulest noise you ever heard in your life.
Can you demonstrate it?
Well, yeah. Well, I suppose I could. Most folks say that the Bigfoot screams like a yow, something like that, but that's not what I heard when I saw him. It was a
Very interesting.
and then he's gone.
Thank you very much, Mike Hansen.
It's Hankins, boy.
Hankins.
Here, Bigfoot. Here, Bigfoot.
Mr. Trouble never hangs around when he hears this mighty sound.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand.
We're here at the office of a noted local science teacher, Mr. Bond, to get his opinion on Bigfoot in Indiana. Hello, Mr. Bond.
Greetings. Good to see you.
Do you believe that Bigfoot is a real creature or a hoax?
Absolutely, I do not believe in Bigfoot as a real creature. I truly believe it's an American hoax.
Wow. Why do you take that position?
I don't think there's ever been any decisive evidence given or shown that could prove without a shadow of a doubt that Bigfoot exists.
Yeah. Cameron here can reproduce a sound that has been attributed to Bigfoot by some authorities with remarkable accuracy. Cameron? Now, what do you think of that sound?
Very primitive, very reminiscent of something extremely wild. I would really have to compare it to other sounds that I've recorded over my career.
account for video and pictures such as this. Did you see that? Oh my god, did you see that? What do you think about that video?
Well, my first impression of the video would have to be that it has to be staged in some way. Obviously, there are hairy mammals, some that even walk on 2 feet. It just looks too much like a staged event. Most wild animals would flee. This animal, if indeed it was a Sasquatch or Bigfoot, I would have to see more proof.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. Bigfoot appears to be a creature of legend only. A myth, if you will, that makes a good campfire story, but is no more real than the boogeyman. Let's call on our expedition. Steve? Come in, Steve. Are you there?
Steven! Come in, Steven! Are you there?
I'm there. There's nothing out here. Can I just go home?
Yeah, go ahead, back up, Steven. There's nothing out there.
What's that smell?
Steve! Come and see. Steve, are you there? Steve! Steve, come in! Steve!
Come on, y'all! Then I saw her face. Ha ha! Now I'm a believer. Listen, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Hey, not a trace. Yeah, of doubt in my mind. One more time. I'm in love. I'm a believer. Come on. I believe, 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 I believe. Hey, y'all sing it with me. I believe. The people in the back. I believe.
Oh, hi. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fade to black.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.